guys, welcome back to my channel. Spring has sprung and you know what that means in the beauty world. The Sephora Spring VIB sale is right around the corner. And of course, I had to do a recommendation list video. I did one last year in the fall and you guys loved it. So I'm bringing you another one this time around, and I'll put all the details below. As of right now when I'm filming, I don't know all the exact dates. So when I do, I will put them in the description box. But I have a bunch of great stuff to recommend to you guys. So let's get right into it. I'm first gonna start off with makeup and then follow it up with skincare. Leave the best for last because you guys know skincare is my passion. And of course, you start with the foundation of your makeup, which is foundation. And I have 4 to recommend to you guys. The 2 more full coverage options I have for you are Estée Lauder's Double Wear and NARS Sheer Glow. Estée Lauder Double Wear does not come with a pump. I put a pump on mine, and neither does the NARS Sheer Glow. These 2 are beautiful medium to full coverage foundations. Beautiful, beautiful foundation for the summertime, even though it is on the full coverage side. As far as hot, humid weather goes, there is no really other better option than this one for hot, humid weather. My 2 lighter weight options, if you're more into the skin-like, lighter to medium type coverage, Dior's Backstage Face and Body and Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk. And stay tuned because I actually have coming up a comparison video where I compare these 2 to one another. They do have a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences as well. But they're both really beautiful, lighter to medium coverage type of foundations. Both look beautiful on the skin. Giorgio Armani does come with a pump, and Dior's is a squeeze tube type of packaging, very similar to MAC Face and Body. For concealer, I'm gonna do a repeat of my last recommendation list and mention Too Faced and their multi-use sculpting concealer. Still love this concealer. I've loved it since it first came out on the market. It is a really beautiful full coverage, medium to full coverage concealer. It blends out beautifully, it sets beautifully, it works just as well under the eyes as it does covering any imperfections on your face. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Have used this for such a long time. Still love it. Again, very similar to Too Faced. Covers under eyes just as well as on the face. Beautiful if you want to use, both of these are actually beautiful if you want to use a darker shade for cream contour. These 2 provide great options for that. So definitely these are 2 great concealers to check out. Of course, we all want to glow this summer, right? So now is the time with this spring sale coming on to stock up on all your glow products so you can be a glowing goddess come summertime. So I have 3 here for you. First, another repeat from my last recommendation list, Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. Amazing, amazing product. I love it. It's beautiful on the skin. It's multi-purpose. Another very natural option I have is Hourglass, their stick highlighter. Love this stick highlighter. It just glides beautifully on the skin, doesn't drag, doesn't remove what's already underneath if you choose to put it on top of your already finished face. It looks beautiful on just bare skin alone if you want to do that. BECCA's Shimmering Skin Perfector. I specifically chose BECCA over all the other highlighters I have. I do have quite a few powder highlighters, but I really do appreciate BECCA's shade range. I have mine in the shade Topaz. My lights are washing it out a little bit, but if you can see the true shade there, it's a very nice, beautiful golden bronze shade, and they have probably one of the widest ranges as far as powder highlighters go. I have one bronzer recommendation for you guys, and it again is also from BECCA as well. BECCA's Sunlit bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer that just glides over your skin beautifully. The formula of these bronzers are very well done by BECCA. They have about 6 shades in the range, so not a huge amount to choose from, but if you can find a shade that works for you, definitely check it out. I never imagined that this would end up being my go-to bronzer. And lastly, for the face, 2 powder options. One is this Laura Mercier Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. This is a really beautiful powder for anyone that hates powder. So if you are dry, especially, I'm combo oily, but I still enjoy using this powder. But if you're dry especially, and you like to avoid powder because it just accentuates your dryness, this is the one to check out. It leaves a beautiful glow, as the name suggests, on your skin. I don't feel like it catches on any dry patches. It doesn't bring up texture. It doesn't do any of that so many other powders do. This is gonna be a great choice for someone that just can't get down with regular powder. Definitely check this out. Also, I got a little sample of Rihanna's Fenty setting powder, the brand new one that she launched not too long ago. And this is in the shade Honey. And on the website, it says this is a great highlighting shade for the category that I fall in. I'm in the 300s, I'm 370 in her foundation. So I went with this, but this is very much of an all over powder shade for me. I wouldn't use this to highlight under my eyes or anywhere else on my face. So definitely keep that in mind if you're around my skin tone. It does say Honey is a highlighting shade, but I definitely consider it more for all over. But I really do like this, and more importantly, I'm recommending it because of the shade range. Personally, I'm kind of over the one and done powder launches of just one translucent shade that all the brands seem to think everybody should be able to use. I have really been appreciating brands that come out with a variety of shades when it comes to base products, powder included, not just foundation and concealer. I really have been gravitating way more over the last few years to powders with a tint to them. So I really love the fact that Rihanna did come out with, I believe, 8 shades of her powder. Fantastic, I love that. I'm over translucent powders for the most part, except for Laura Mercier. She ain't going nowhere. This next product is something that I never thought that I would end up recommending to you guys because I never really had any interest in trying it out, but I did, and I'm so happy I did. Fenty's Matchstick. When these came out on the market, I really wasn't all that into it, but I decided, you know what? I never do cream contour. I'm gonna get into cream contour in 2019. It's going down. So I thought, let me support my girl Riri and buy her Matchstick. And this is in Truffle. And this stick, and I know a lot of you out there that do cream contour that are really into that. Foundation sticks are a really popular go-to for that, right? And what happens? You put it on and it drags and it drags, and then you're going in ham trying to blend it out because it's so hard and it's so dry. This blends out like a dream. I couldn't believe it when I put it on my skin. These matchsticks blend out beautifully. I'm so glad I picked this up. It is so beautiful. Definite high recommendation. Next, let's talk about some eye products. I have 1 eyeliner and 2 mascaras to recommend. The eyeliner is Marc Jacobs all the way, hands down. I don't even have to think about it when I was planning this video out. This is an amazing pencil eyeliner. These are easy to smudge out if that's what you want to do right away. As soon as it touches your skin, smudge it out right away, because when it dries, it's set. It's not going anywhere. I don't have to worry if I want to do my upper waterline about it transferring down. It doesn't. It stays wherever you put it. Smashbox Superfan and It Cosmetics Superhero Mascaras. These are two really amazing mascaras. The It mascara really does a great job volumizing your lashes. And Smashbox, hence the name Superfan, it really does, I feel, fan out your lashes. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. I'm always talking about how I'm not a big palette person, especially eyeshadow palettes, but I have 4 here to recommend to you guys. So I hope you're proud of me because I am of myself. First up is the Urban Decay Born to Run. Amazing palette that doesn't get enough love on social media. Urban Decay did the damn thing with this palette. You got your neutrals, you got a little bit of color, but what I love about this is even though you have color, for all the neutral lovers that don't really get down with color too much, these are very wearable colors. If you do want to experiment, you feel in the mood one day, this green, this blue, this purple, they're not crazy neon bright, completely unwearable on the day-to-day type of colors. They're very subdued colors. They're wearable, comfortable colors. Of course, I have to mention a Pat McGrath palette, of course. And I am definitely gonna talk about the one that I love the most, which is the Bronze Ambition. A bunch of neutrals. Again, you guys know I'm a neutral lover. So when this palette came out, I definitely had to get it. It has 6 beautiful neutral shades. Yeah, it is pricey because it is Pat McGrath, but all 6 shades are shades that any neutral eyeshadow lover will use and love. And I have 2 little mini palettes. I ended up picking up the 2 newest Viseart palettes. They're Apricotine and the Soleil palette, and these are 2 really, really beautiful palettes. I'm wearing Apricotine on my eyes today. I have been going ham on this palette. Just a really beautiful peachy orangey neutral palette on tanned, bronze, dark, deep dark skin. Now that we're moving into the hotter months when everybody's gonna be getting a little tanned or tanner than usual, these are gonna look so beautiful. They're really gonna pop off on deeper skin. And this is the Soleil palette, of course, lots of bright colors in there. That beautiful purple, that's what got me, that's what sold me on this palette, because it is smaller and therefore at a lower price point than other Viseart palettes. If you are afraid of color, you're not too much of a colorful eyeshadow wearer, definitely try something like this out because it's not that crazy expensive as a full palette with 12 or 16 eyeshadows. You only get 8. And this is enough color for a lot of people, I'm sure, to just play around with and have fun. Next is eyebrows. Can't forget the brows. Brows must be on point at all times. So I have 2 of probably the most popular pencils out there right now, but I've been using both for a while and I love both. Anastasia and Benefit. The differences between the 2, I would say really maybe the shade range. The shades I'm sure are not maybe identical. You might find a better match in one or the other. And packaging, I really love how Benefit has distinguished which side is the pencil with this point versus here with Anastasia. It's a crapshoot. You think this is the pencil and no, it's the spoolie. But both are great. Benefit I do find to be a little bit creamier, so you really need to be careful, I think, with creamier pencils, that if you are heavy-handed, you're gonna deposit a lot of color and make your brows look very dark and harsh. So just be careful about that, but they're both great. And last but not least, lips. I have 2 products to recommend, both from the same brand. I didn't think it was necessary to recommend anything else because these are it. And it is Pat McGrath's lipstick and lip gloss. And I have 1 full size of her lipstick. And I also do have 1 of her trios, her mini trios. So I just wanted to show you guys what the difference is in sizing. So that is the mama and the baby side by side, but I really do recommend trying out the trio. The trio that I got is the one with the brighter shades, and she has another trio with more neutrals. But because summer's around the corner, that brighter shade trio is it. It has a blue-based red, an orange-based red, and a bright fuchsia pink. So I am gonna be rocking those shades big time. Here is the gloss. I just recently picked this up. This is in the shade Faux Real. This is the shade that I've been waiting for her to drop. You can see that little bit of shimmer, but there is no gritty feeling on your lips. It doesn't really even show up, so don't be afraid of that. That's it for makeup, so now we're gonna get right into skincare. I'm gonna get the one body care product out of the way that I have to recommend to you guys, and it is this Sol de Janeiro's Coco Cabana Cream. I love this body cream. I am gonna be slathering it all over myself as soon as the weather warms up a bit more where I am here in Toronto. It's still cold, but this is a beautiful body cream. It smells like a tropical vacation, and the most important part is the moisture level. If you've been watching me for any length of time now, you guys know how in love I am with Pharmacy's Honeymoon Glow. I have to recommend this to you guys. A beautiful AHA BHA blend. It is a great night serum that I have enjoyed using for quite a while now. Another acid option is a toner if your skin can't handle serums, which are typically higher in percentage than toners. Give a toner a try, and this one I'm so happy I can recommend again because The Ordinary's back at Sephora. They were there, then they were gone, and now they're back. So I love their glycolic toner. Wonderful toner at 7%. The perfect pH. This is definitely my #1 go-to acid toner at the moment. If you're not into acid exfoliators and you are definitely a more physical kind of person, you love those scrubs, Volition, this is my go-to scrub that I use every now and then, especially when I have a lot of dry, flaky issues going on. Beautiful, beautiful scrub. It's aggressive. Keep in mind, it definitely can get out of hand if you are a heavy-handed scrubber. It definitely does the job. You knew this was coming. Tatcha's Violet C Brightening Serum. Of course I'm gonna recommend this. Of course. I'm obsessed. It looks beautiful. It has a pump. It does the job, and it's crazy expensive. So now is the time when the sale is on to get it. But I have a full review on my channel. Check it out. I'll put it up in the cards probably, and maybe the end screen too. Out of all the skincare products I'm gonna talk about, this is #1. I'm gonna recommend a couple of hydration products. Fresh and their Rose Deep Hydration Toner. I love this toner. It took me a while to get on it. Check it out, and I am so glad I did. It is a really, really amazing hydrating toner. And The Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid, another staple in my skincare routine all throughout the winter months. Tatcha, of course, Tatcha's water cream. It is the best, #1 best moisturizer that I have ever used in my life. And 2 sun care products. 1 facial sunscreen that I just cannot put down, I can't stay away from. Clinique's Mineral Sunscreen Fluid for the face. This is SPF 30. It is one of the most beautiful mineral sunscreens I've ever used. No crazy harsh sunscreen scent, no white cast. It doesn't leave you super greasy. It's not thick and heavy and difficult to rub in. It absorbs into your skin right away. Beautiful under makeup. What more could you ask for? It's the best. Gotta recommend, as always, my Jack Black lip balm. The #1 reason why I always recommend this lip balm is because of the SPF factor. You gotta protect your lips just like the rest of your face. So many people get sunburn on their lips, and that hurts. So that's it, guys. Those are all of my recommendations for the Sephora Spring VIB sale. Please check out the description box. I don't know right now what the exact dates are, but check it out when it is announced. I'll put everything down below, as well as links for every single product that I talked about. So please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.